All right, so I was recently watching this show, and the guy alluded to a certain situation that's going on in the world, and basically said, hey, your arguments about this being a violation of your rights, they're not relevant because this is actually a public health issue. It's not a freedom issue, okay? And I think what it illustrated so well was the lack of thought, lack of depth, and just mindless platitudes that you'll encounter on the left, and a lot on the right as well, but more so on the left somewhat recently. But because here's the thing, right? and all it takes is to just kind of think about it for a second instead of being like, oh no, I got stumped. He's right. It is about public health. Literally every issue that pertains to freedom is also a public health issue, right? Potentially, to a lesser or greater extent, right? It's like there's when you're managing a state, right? There's always a balance between freedom and public health, right? So it's like if you take, for example, free speech, right? So we have limitations on free speech, and a lot of them have to do with safety, right? So like reasonable safety, right? So you have the classic example of like yelling fire in a crowded theater. Now you are like, that is like speech, but it's not protected speech, right? And right, because the benefit of permitting that doesn't outweigh the risk of permitting it, right? So again, there's this balance of safety and danger. And then you have people on the left who go so far as to say, hey, certain speech is violence, right? This is actually a threat to the well-being of people, and therefore certain ideas should be banned, right? Now, I think this is insane, but what I agree with and they agree with is that there does need to be a balance between speech. So every question of freedom, right, has implications for public safety, okay? And we could argue about those implications as well. It's not germane to this discussion here. So what am I getting at? Literally, yeah, just in summation there, right? If somebody makes that argument to you, say, hey, like, you don't really have a right to say no here, buddy, because I know you thought you were smart there, but this is actually a public health issue. You can say, yes, you are correct. However, it is also a rights issue, right? The two are not mutually exclusive. In fact, like they basically always go hand in hand. You're kind of always working, kind of finding a balance between the two. So anyway, that's all I got for this video. I might start streaming soon, me playing chess, because I think it's would be fun. But we'll see. Anyway, make sure to like and subscribe.